start with another video that is on the caries, histology of the caries or ground section of the dental caries. So this is the one type of the caries, that is the pit and fissure caries. Pit and fissure caries. So please remember where we found the pit and fissure caries, mostly on the occlusal surface. Occlusal surface. Why occlusal surface? Because the occlusal surface has pit and fissure, so mostly the caries start in the base of the pit or on the wall of the fissure. Okay, also on the lingual and buccal side of the molars, because lingual or buccal side of the molar also has developmental grooves or developmental fissures. Because of that, there is a retention of the food that lead to the formation of the plaque and that lead to the dental caries. Sometimes also you can see the pit and fissure caries on the lingual surface of incisor. Lingual surface of incisor, mostly maxillary, central incisor and lateral incisor, because lateral incisor most importantly has the palato-gingival groove, that is developmental groove, and the central incisor also has a lingual pit. So also in that condition also you can see the pit and fissure caries. So this is about the pit and fissure caries. Okay, so this is about the location of the pit and fissure caries. Now we will start the ground section of the pit and fissure caries. So this is the enamel of the tooth. So here you can see the enamel of the tooth that contain the enamel rods. These are the incremental line of the enamel that called as a incremental line of the Retzius or striae of Retzius. Okay, this is the concept of caries. Okay, so initially caries start as a pit. Okay, then it spread widespread below that pit. Okay, so the pit and fissure caries always dangerous, because the clinically look like a involvement of the pit only, but there is a widespread involvement of the enamel in these caries. Okay, so here you can see this is the triangle. So base of the triangle always towards the DEJ and apex of the triangle towards the occlusal surface of the tooth or towards the pit of the tooth. So these are the very dangerous. They look like clinically would look like a small pit and fissure, but they involve the more enamel just below the surface of the occlusal or subsurface enamel. Okay, so in that condition you can just see the different zone in the enamel caries. These zone are, first is translucent. So first zone is translucent zone. So this is the zone just above the DEJ. Just above the DEJ, this is the translucent zone of the enamel caries. So here you can see the 1% pore size. So size of the pore is 1% in that condition. So size of the pore in enamel actually 0.1%, but in this zone the size of the pore is 1%. So larger than the size of enamel pore. Okay, just above that there is a zone, that zone called as a dark zone. Okay, in dark zone size of the pore is 2 to 4%, that is from the size of the enamel pore. So 2 to 4% larger than the enamel pore. Okay, so please remember in translucent zone content of the fluoride is more. Okay, and the magnesium and carbonate ion decreases. Okay, next zone is second zone, third zone is body of lesion. So this is the lesion. Body of lesion is most demineralized zone of the enamel caries. Okay, and here the pore size from 5% to 25%. So maximum size of the pore, that is the 5 to 25% that's seen in the body of the lesion, and that is the most demineralization zone of the enamel caries. Okay, next is fourth zone is, that is the intact surface zone or called as a surface zone. Okay, so here the pore size is less than 5%, less than 5%. Okay, and the fluoride content also high because the saliva has a fluoride. Because of that, the fluoride content is always high in that zone. Okay, so please remember one thing, why the dark zone is look like a very dark, because the arrangement of the pore of the translucent zone, just the, the pore of the dark zone, that is the larger pore than the translucent zone, these pore arrange on the small pore of the translucent zone. Okay, so when we apply the light or we see the in light microscope, then the light reflect from that small pore and reach to the dark zone. Okay, but there's a more reflection in the dark zone because of more size of the pores. Because of that, that dark zone look like a dark in color. Okay, so please remember this. Here you can see that this is the sclerotic dentin seen more area because of base of the caries is larger. Because of that, dentin shows the reaction against the endotoxin of the bacteria, and because of that there is a sclerotic dentin formation. So sclerotic dentin formation is a mechanical barrier for the entry of bacterial endotoxin or bacteria into the dentin. Okay, so that is the protective mechanism. Okay, so this is the triangle. So here you can see the in enamel caries, the base of the triangle towards the DEJ and the apex of the triangle towards the occlusal surface. Okay, here, and this is so the Pitt and Fisher caries always shows the more demyelination and more involvement of the subsurface enamel. Okay, so this is about the another type of the caries, that Pitt and Fisher caries, that lead to the undermining of the enamel. So here that also there is a formation of the triangle also. Okay, but the triangle base of the triangle is very large. Because of that, there is a undermining of the enamel. So in that condition, the enamel break very easily. Okay, because there is a undermining of that enamel, so the enamel break very easily. So there is a defect in the structure of the crown because of the dental caries. Okay, here also you can see the unsupported enamel that fracture very easily. Then also you can see all three zone, four zone, that is the translucent zone. Just above it there is a dark zone, then body of the lesion, then you can see the intact surface zone. Okay, so you can see this is the broad base of the cone. Okay, this is the sclerotic dentin and these are the dentinal tubules. So this is about the Pitt and Fisher caries, brief view of the Pitt and Fisher caries. Okay, and these are the ground section of the Pitt and Fisher. So please remember the shape of the cone in the enamel caries. This cone shows the apex of that cone is towards the enamel surface or towards the occlusion, and base always towards the DEJ. Okay, so this is about the Pitt and Fisher caries. Thank you so much. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.